Welcome to my channel and please subscribe. When the people insist, leadership lessons from the Bible and Kenya's painful choices. History is full of moments when people are warned, but they choose to ignore the warnings. The Bible is rich with stories where God cautioned his people about certain leaders or leadership styles. Yet people insisted on having their way. The result was often regret, oppression, or destruction. Kenya is no different. From independence to today, Kenyans have often chosen leaders not based on character or wisdom, but on tribalism, temporary excitement, or clever promises. The consequences mirror what happened in biblical times. This book explores 5 key biblical leadership warnings and how similar mistakes are being repeated in Kenya today. It's a mirror held up to our nation and a call for reflection, repentance, and wiser leadership. Chapter 1, King Saul. The leader the people demanded. Biblical background. In 1 Samuel 8, Israel demanded a king to be like other nations. God, through prophet Samuel, warned them of what would come. He will take your sons and make them serve with his chariots. He will take the best of your fields. You will cry out for relief from the king you have chosen. 1 Samuel 8:11-18. Despite the clear warning, the people insisted. God allowed it. Saul became their king. At first he looked like a good choice, tall, strong, humble. But over time, power corrupted him. He disobeyed God, became insecure and paranoid, and ultimately led Israel into confusion and conflict. Kenyan parallel. In Kenya, we too have had leaders we insisted on. Leaders who spoke well, looked powerful, or came from our community. We ignored warnings from elders, pastors, or our own consciences. In 2002, we cried, "Yote yawezekana bila moi," and voted overwhelmingly for change. But by 2005, division began. In 2007, we voted along tribal lines. Kenya burned. In 2013, we cheered the digital duo, but many still suffered under analog realities: youth joblessness, debt, and inequality. In 2022, the hustler narrative swept emotions. Yet by 2025, millions of Kenyans are asking, is this the change we fought for? Chapter 2. Jeroboam, the politician who used religion for power. These are your gods, O Israel. 1 Kings 12:28. He corrupted religion to control people and keep them from going to Jerusalem. This act led Israel into deep idolatry and sin. Kenyan parallel. Kenya has seen leaders who misuse religion, tribe, and poverty to gain power. Politicians preaching in churches every Sunday, yet stealing from the people Monday through Saturday. Leaders using God's name but pushing agendas of greed, pride, and lies. Churches becoming campaign zones instead of places of repentance. Religion has become a tool for power, not a call for righteousness. Kenyans are fooled with spiritual language only to suffer under ungodly leadership. Lesson. God may give someone power, but how they use it matters. Leaders who twist faith to gain votes are modern-day Jeroboams. Chapter 3. Ahab and Jezebel. The corrupt power couple. Biblical background. Ahab married Jezebel, a foreign woman who brought Baal worship to Israel. Ahab allowed her to kill prophets, steal land, and rule from the shadows. There was never anyone like Ahab who sold himself to do evil in the eyes of the Lord, urged on by Jezebel his wife. 1 Kings 21:25. Kenyan parallel. Some Kenyan leaders are just figureheads, controlled by hidden forces, corrupt cartels, business empires, powerful families, or foreign debt masters. They enrich themselves and their close allies. They silence journalists, harass protesters, and jail whistleblowers. Decisions are made not in public forums but in secret rooms, just like Jezebel in the palace. Lesson. When leaders are not truly in charge and are manipulated by others, the people suffer. Corruption becomes the culture and justice becomes a joke. Chapter 4. Rehoboam, the leader who rejected wise counsel. Biblical background. After Solomon's death, his son Rehoboam became king. The people begged him to reduce the heavy taxes. The elders advised him to listen. But Rehoboam followed the advice of his arrogant young friends. My father scourged you with whips. I will scourge you with scorpions. 1 Kings 12:14. This led to rebellion and the division of the kingdom. Kenyan parallel. Modern Kenyan leaders often reject wise counsel. Instead, they surround themselves with sycophants, influencers, and PR teams who say only what they want to hear. When doctors strike, they ignore them. When Wananchi cry about taxes, they mock them. When elders speak truth, they label them bitter losers. This arrogance leads to national division, economic collapse, and public anger.